Hello, hello. This is Small Talk, Arkansas. This is Hump Day, Wednesday, April the 8th.
It is. Is it our 8th episode?
This is Season 1, Episode 8.
OMG.
We've made it 8 into this now.
8 on the 8th. Oh my gosh.
8 on the 8th. It'll be 9th on the 9th.
It will.
10 on the 10th.
How did I not get that? Until now.
You fell asleep.
I guess so.
You fell asleep. Anyway, welcome to the show this morning. Coming to you, I'm your host, Jason Martin.
And I'm Tessa Wilmans.
I'm going to wake up here in a second. We're coming to you from our Corona-cation kitchen table studio.
We're here again today.
Because we're Corona-free.
We are, and we're staying home. We're washing our hands. We're staying home. We're doing all the things that we're supposed to do.
We're doing the things.
Yeah.
Making sure that we remain Corona-free.
And we keep everyone else Corona-free.
There we go. If we remain Corona-free and we stay away from others, then they remain Corona-free.
It's the truth.
That's the way social distancing works.
It is. It is. So that's what we're doing. So on today's show, we've got one of my favorite people. I'm super excited. We're going to talk to her later. Our special guest, Natalie Blaney of the Fix Salon. We're going to be talking about beauty business stuff. Are you so excited?
I'm pumped.
I'm sure you are.
I'm excited. I need a haircut.
I kind of do too. And also, shit we're into. My favorite segment.
Shit we're into. What are we talking about?
We're going to be talking about one of my favorite things.
What is that?
An app called, are you ready? You know it.
What kind of app is this?
But they don't know it.
They don't know.
No, they don't know. It's called The Pattern.
The Pattern app. So go ahead and download it now. And then when we get to shit we're into, you'll know what we're talking about.
Exactly what we're talking about. You have to
find your birth certificate first.
Yes, because you need to know your time of birth.
Yeah.
And
date,
the place.
time,
All that stuff.
Yeah.
The things that you really should know. I mean, not everybody knows their time of birth, but you know.
Find your birth certificate.
Your place and day you should know.
And download the app, The Pattern.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Today's news. Let's talk about the statistics
first.
So across the country, pretty much yesterday was the largest growth day of the pandemic, as well as the highest death rate since this thing has started. So guys, this is still...
They were talking about this week.
It's still growing every day. That's why, social distancing, it does seem to be, there's less and less cases from a standpoint of, it does look like it's beginning to cap, or it's going to break. That we're going to begin to see there's some decline in some places already, but still not as a national. So talking about it in Arkansas, we've got 997 cases today.
So we're going to break that.
Going to break 1,000 today.
Yeah.
This Wednesday, April the 8th, 2020, we're going to break 1,000 cases of coronavirus in the state. 70 more than yesterday. We've got 18 deaths, so that's an additional 2 from where we were at yesterday. Testing, here's something that's a little disappointing. We've only got 13,778 people that have been tested in the state of Arkansas. That's 514 more than yesterday.
Oh.
So we tested 514 people. Out of those 514 people, 70 of them were positive.
Wow.
So... those numbers, it's like the least amount of people we've kind of tested in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since we've tested that few people.
Do you think people aren't getting the test that they need, or do you think people just aren't going? Do they not know that maybe some of their symptoms that they could be having, or maybe they're not having symptoms?
Yeah, my guess is they're probably not having symptoms enough to go get tested, and social distancing is working.
Yeah.
You and I aren't sick. We're not getting out in the world that often around others, so the chances of us getting it are a whole lot less.
Right.
So you and I aren't going to go get tested unless we wake up with a fever and
all that jazz. Yeah.
Have that jazz. So in the U.S., there's 399,929 cases. Might as well call that 400,000.
May as well.
It's going to be 400,000 by the end of the day.
Yeah.
Arkansas is going to break 1,000.
Yep.
The country's going to break 400,000 on Wednesday, April 8th.
Yeah.
You guys can remember that day, Wednesday, April 8th, 400,000 for the U.S., 1,000 for Arkansas positive cases.
Yep.
That's 31,000 more than yesterday, 31,480. That's still the largest growth date ever since this thing has started.
It's a town.
So it's still going. It's still going. 12,911 dead in the U.S. right now. So we'll probably break 13,000, or we'll definitely break 13,000 today with that. Yesterday, there was 1,918 people that died from this across the U.S., and that was the largest time date to date. That's the largest in the U.S. Breaking over to Arkansas county by county, some things that did happen overnight or in the last 24 hours since we came to you. Pulaski County still Tier 5, obviously, 75 plus cases to be a Tier 5 county. We're at 179 cases. Yesterday we were 171, so that's 8 more.
8 more people.
In Pulaski County. Jefferson did make the list. Jefferson has jumped into Tier 5.
You thought they were going to.
I thought it would happen by the end of the week. I didn't necessarily think it was going to be overnight.
Today. Yeah.
But Jefferson went from 68 cases yesterday to 78 today.
Oh, shoot.
So they grew 10 cases.
Over 10% for them.
More than what Pulaski grew
Yeah.
in the same day. So Jefferson, you know, this is what happens. You get the warning. Social distancing, stay indoors, don't go out if it's not essential.
Wear a mask, all the things.
Don't get together in groups. And obviously you're seeing that right now of people just not following those rules or not using common sense.
Right.
And so 78 cases. Jefferson has hit a Tier 5 state. Tier 4 counties, some interesting things there. We got 3 new counties that have hit that list. So growth in Arkansas continues to grow.
It does.
Pope County is hit the list with 20 cases yesterday. St. Francis County has hit the Tier 4 with 28 cases. And Lone Oak County, another central Arkansas county, 23 cases in Lone Oak. Other things there to look at is Claiborne is still the third largest positive cases in the state of Arkansas, and they've got 67 right now. So they may actually hit by Monday. There's a good possibility. When you look at 67 today versus they were 65 yesterday. I mean, if they keep adding a case or two every day, by Monday they're going to probably be in that Tier 5.
Yeah.
Right there with Pulaski and Jefferson, which is, they're very rural.
Yeah, that's a little county.
So,
I mean, but then that was the one where they had the gathering, the big gathering, and didn't, just stinks.
Yep. So,
this isn't just for funsies.
Not for funsies.
It's for reals.
For reals. It doesn't play around. Corona doesn't play around.
Does not.
All right. In the U.S., looking at this state by state, again, New York still by far 140,000 cases in New York. They broke that yesterday. They've added 5,489 overnight. Look at New Jersey, New York added 5,489, so almost 5,500 cases. That was up from 4,700 the day before.
I was wondering.
So you see that jump. Went from 131,000 cases to 140,000 cases, so 9,000 additional positive cases, and you went from 4,700 deaths to 5,400 deaths. So a massive jump there on the deaths as well. That's almost 700 people in one day.
Wow.
New Jersey still second in the U.S. for cases. They're at 44,000. That's basically a 3,000 jump from yesterday. They've had 1,300 deaths, or 1,232 deaths. I'm sorry. That's 1,000 versus 1,000 yesterday. So 20% increase in deaths overnight.
Ouch. That's no good.
California still increasing out there from 16,000 yesterday to 17,625 today. So not a massive jump, but the biggest jump that California has had.
Yeah.
They went from 388 deaths yesterday to 452 today. So that's 70 deaths basically in a day. by far their largest, death in a single 24-hour period of time. Louisiana.
I don't like hearing that over and over. Gosh.
Nope, it's state by state by state. It's the exact same thing. Largest growth in single-day positive, largest death rate, single-day positives.
Damn.
It's just state after state. Louisiana went from 14,867 to 16,284. So a little
They're
over
still just right
16,
behind
1,700.
California in their numbers.
They are.
But their deaths are higher, right?
Deaths are higher. They're at 582 cases today. So they were at 512 yesterday. So they've had another 70 deaths overnight. Guys, we haven't seen 70 deaths total. I mean, we haven't had 20 deaths total.
No, we haven't.
And they've had 70 in a day.
Yeah.
And you guys, everybody from Arkansas, pretty much, you go to Louisiana. It is a bordering state. We go to
there. Vacation to have a long weekend. Those are our neighbors. Those are,
So 582 deaths in Louisiana. So, it tells you where this thing is.
They're struggling.
Tier 3 states, that's 5,001 cases to 10,000 cases. Texas still there. Texas at 9,204 cases. Probably by Monday, Texas is going to hit that tier 4 state. They're going to hit 10,000.
Well, for being such a big state, that's not super surprising.
It is. They've grown 123 cases on Monday, 153 cases on Tuesday, 176 cases today. Just growth every single day. Louisiana, 409 Monday, 512 Tuesday, 582 today. So, these numbers aren't peaking quite yet, and they're not beginning to see any regression. But, it looks like, I don't know. It looks like Arkansas right now is in the clear as long as we continue to follow the protocols. I mean, we're doing pretty good. Tennessee is up to 4,139 cases. That's 72 deaths. Tennessee went from 3,300 to 3,800 to 4,100. So, it's continuing to grow every day in Tennessee. Their death rate went from 50 to 65 to 72. Looking at Missouri, Missouri is 3,209 cases and 86 deaths. So Missouri's got more deaths than Tennessee. Missouri's really, other than Louisiana and Texas, Missouri's got, of the smaller states, Missouri's got more deaths than everybody around us. Mississippi, 1,915. So they're going to break into, it'll probably still 2,000. be next week. They'll break 2,000 soon, but it's 2,500 cases to get to the next tier. So they'll do that sometime next week, probably. They're at 1,915 cases and 60 deaths. Oklahoma's at 1,474 cases and 67 deaths. Arkansas will break 1,000 today again. We're at 997 and 18 deaths. So I anticipate we'll probably break 20 deaths today, and we'll break 1,000 absolute cases. I don't think there's really any chances that we don't do that today. But, looking at Arkansas compared to everything else, everybody in our area, we're doing a really good job. We're taking the social distancing. We're being responsible. It's not that you can't go out. You can go out. Just be responsible.
Yeah.
Keep distance. You only go out if you have to. Make sure that
don't send everybody out all at once.
Don't send everybody in the family all out at once or out of the household. Just, one person needs to go take care of those essential things and needs to scrub up when they get back.
Yeah.
So, that is the Corona news today. And other news in Arkansas, some good news, actually. It's exciting. Small Talk Arkansas is on YouTube.
Right.
And,
we are.
So some other folks have decided to get with the YouTube thing.
Oh, have they? Are we trendsetters?
We are trendsetters. It was because of Small Talk Arkansas that Simmons Bank decided they were going to do.
OMG.
And the beat goes on.
I'm sure that's exactly how that went down.
Probably. That's the way I'm gonna. That's the way I'm gonna sleep on it.
Okay. All right.
So Simmons Bank has gotten together and they're going to do a YouTube live streaming event presented by Simmons Bank. It's going to be featuring local boy Justin Moore.
Oh,
Justin's actually going to be hosting this show from Simmons Bank Arena.
that's super cool.
It's going to have Tracy Lawrence, Joe Nichols, Adam Hambrick, Heath Sanders. These guys are going to be playing from other locations around the country. Justin's going to kind of MC the event
thing,
overall and touching these folks. All of this is benefiting the hunger relief in Arkansas.
Oh, wow.
So, the food banks
news.
are down right now because of the coronavirus and how many people are having to go and get food. And we're so thankful that they're there for our community.
Absolutely.
And this is just awesome that Simmons Bank and Justin Moore have put this together, Simmons Bank Arena, and they're going to do this. So benefiting hunger relief in Arkansas, the show is Saturday, April the 11th.
That's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday at 7 o'clock.
How do we get our tickets?
It's going to be streaming live on YouTube. They're accepting $10 donations. You can donate through foodbanksofarkansas.org.
We got to sign up for that stat.
You can also text 501-501.
Oh, that's easy.
And
y'all can remember that.
They'll take a $10 donation when you send a text to donate foodbanksofarkansas.org. I'll put a link to the SimmonsBankArena.com page down in the show descriptions today and give you more information on this. But that's something that's pretty awesome. I think we'll see more of these types of events in the future, even after we come out of this coronacation. These are events that you don't have to fill up the entire arena. People can sit home. You can watch YouTube, stream it live from your laptop, or from your phone, from your TV. And watch this show indoors. And I think we'll see more of these things as even after we come out of coronation. And this is just awesome that they're, raising money for the Arkansas or for the food bank of Arkansas. And that money's going to go to
giving the rest of us a little entertainment.
So
we could use that.
Absolutely. Stay at home entertainment. So I expect even if you're, a lot of these folks all have Arkansas ties. I know Tracy Lawrence does. I know Joe Nichols does. So this is some local folks trying to give back locally. And that's pretty awesome.
That is. Hey guys, if y'all like what you're hearing, why don't you do us a little favor and subscribe to our channel.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes. our Facebook is doing really well. Our Facebook is awesome. We need all of y'all to just hop on over to YouTube, click that one little button, subscribe. It's not that hard.
It's not hard. Subscribe, turn on the notifications, hit that little bell.
Do it.
Smash that like button.
Please.
I'm sure there'll be something in our show that you like.
Yeah.
So just forget all the things that we did wrong and smash the like button anyway. We appreciate your support.
Hey, thanks. Hey, guess what?
What's going on?
We got our special guest.
Who's our special guest today?
Natalie Blaney of the Fix Salon is here. Aren't you, Natalie? You there?
Hi, I'm here.
Hey. So I know you super well, but not everybody else does. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your salon. And what you do?
I am a hairstylist and a colorist at the Fix Salon. I also own the salon. I guess that's kind of important. And I am married to a very sexy man. He made me say that. Named Patrick. And we have a
I like
toddler.
Patrick already.
Yeah, he gave me $10 to say that. So, and so we have a little girl named Blair, and she is 18 months old and keeping us very busy at home right now.
Oh, I bet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and so the salon opened in October of 2018. I opened on a Monday, and I had her on a Friday. So it was the craziest week of my life.
Yeah, so you've not been busy at all since then.
No,
you've just been chilling out, eating bonbons.
Yeah, that's what all moms do.
Yeah, you decided just to get it all over at one time.
Exactly. Just, like I said, craziest week of my life.
Oh my gosh, I bet. Well, so you and like my business have been affected by the shutdown that the old governor did. I mean, rightly so. But how's that going?
gone through all the emotions pretty much.
Yeah,
It's been
same.
some very high highs and very low lows. I never thought I would have to 18 months after I opened my business walk away from it. That was not in my business plan.
Yeah,
but
I feel you.
I'm doing okay. I can't remember what your question was now, but I'm doing okay though. If anybody cares. I'm doing fine. We're making it. I've got a great team right now. We try to do Zoom meetings once a week and just like stay in touch with each other. And, we're working on some cute little social media things together, like, social distancing through videos. So we're excited to show those to everyone and, just trying to keep ourselves relevant on social media. That's what we're doing.
Right.
So,
I've seen some of your videos.
So I've been trying to go up to the salon every day and just do, for years I've been saying I was going to do it. So, and everyone, is like, okay, get those things done that you've been putting off forever. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do it. I just, so I'm finally doing it. It's totally out of my comfort zone. I like this where no one can see that I look like I just rolled out of bed right now. I like
Lucky
just my
you.
voice.
I had to get ready.
Yeah. I like, you all just hearing my voice and thinking I look, beautiful or something.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Stop it. You always look good.
So has this changed your business anything, Natalie? Are you do you have an online store? Are you selling through Facebook or Instagram or are you selling products currently?
Yeah, we've all had to get creative during this. So what are you doing?
So I'm just, now when I'm doing the videos, I'm trying to write on the video what products I'm using, what brushes I'm using, the techniques I'm using. And so I've had a lot of like direct messages and text messages to our salon phone. And I'm selling a lot of products through Instagram, really. We don't have an online store, but I'm selling a lot through Facebook and Instagram. So I'm doing doorstep drop-offs every single day.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Really cool.
Yeah.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So, and a lot of root spray is being sold right now. So that's our biggest,
I bet.
our biggest seller is the root spray. So we've got, every single color of the rainbow, whatever you choose. And, we have been dropping those off on doorsteps like crazy.
Hey, that's good to know. I need to tell my clients that y'all are doing that too. I absolutely will.
Yeah.
That keeps the lights, that at least pays the light bill.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Because and not everybody knows that about small business, but just because we're closed doesn't mean that the bills stop. They are still coming in.
Exactly. And, I am selling product, but I have to have something on the shelves too when we open again. Right. I don't want it to look completely bare.
Right.
But, I have to keep buying things. And so I'm, and I'm trying to do my part to keep everyone else in business. So.
Yeah, I know. Same. Did I see that y'all made caps too?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yes. So we have hats available for pre-order and we have some for sale right now. And we're going to be selling those so you can cover up your roots in case you don't want to use root spray. Some people, the root spray just doesn't cut their gray. Sorry to call anyone out, but
on some it doesn't work. He just pointed at me. You couldn't see that.
Oh, that was very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I'll drop a hat off on your doorstep.
Thank you. I will need it. Apparently. Okay, so I have heard, oh my gosh, my clients have been texting me all the time. They're like, oh my God, they're sending me all these memes about lashes and, like, oh my gosh, I look like a troll. Like, what's going to happen? Do you have any funny client stories from this?
Oh, yes. I've had people send me pictures of their orange-handled scissors.
Put the scissors down, everybody.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, stop. Or I've had several people texting me asking, hey, when you cut around your husband's ear, like, how do you, and I'm like, no, don't do that.
Don't do that. Your husband's about to lose an ear. Don't do that. He's going to Van Gogh it.
Yes. And I've had people asking me about how to cut their children's hair or, asking about box dye. And I'm like, listen, sister, it's just going to cost you more when you come back to me.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to fix this hot mess.
So put down the box dye.
Yeah.
So, most of all, my clients have been texting me, asking me how they can help our business and just being extremely generous, which, means a lot to me.
Yeah.
So I've had a lot of funny text and, like you said, memes people are sending me, and I appreciate all that. It's always good to laugh in a time like this. But I really, really appreciate, the generosity that people have extended to me and all of my stylists. It's been, you love your clients, but then when they're just like in a time like this, when they like go out of their way to make you feel safe and, lets you know that they love you, it just really means a lot to you. You love them even more.
Right. I know. I have gotten some of those too, and it has warmed my heart. That just,
I know.
It makes all the difference, really. It's like, okay, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yes. And it really does like keep me going, so.
No, agreed.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I can do this another day. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
So that means a lot to us clients, just so y'all know.
It does. It does. And just been booking appointments. I'm like, oh, good, you're going to come back. I mean,
yes, like you're going to come back. I know. I've seen.
Like we will. I do. It gives me something to look forward to, because right now everything on my calendar has been canceled for, who knows how long.
I know.
And
true.
so it's just, it gives me something to look forward to. Like, oh, good, I get to see so-and-so on this day. I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I know. Agreed. My fingers are crossed too there. Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
and my toes and everything else.
I know, all the things. We're knocking on the wood. We're doing throwing salt over our shoulder. All the things. Oh, well, what other stuff have you been doing since we've been on this leave of absence?
Well, I'm supposed to say that I've been like painting rooms and organizing my garage, and my pantry, and like.
Man, who cares what you're supposed to say?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
No, but I've been chasing around a toddler every day, trying to. I'm like a Pinterest mom. I'm like looking up art projects. I'm like trying to keep her brain stimulated.
Yeah,
and I'm also still at the same time during that time trying to go to the salon every day and do videos and rescheduling everyone's
the drop-offs and managing all the things. Yeah.
Yes, I'm busier now than I was when I was working full time.
I know. I kind of feel the same way. I'm like, gosh, like my day full of appointments was so much easier.
I know because I could
go ahead.
Yeah, I could just say like, hey, I'm busy. I'm working. I can't do that. So now
I know.
I'm doing all the things.
Same. I'm like, oh, see, I'm gonna try to. I really respect all of your video stuff that you've been doing. I've got to do that for the shop. I've been doing Small Talk Arkansas, but
I'm like, you're doing a podcast.
I know.
Like that's a lot of work.
I know. So we've been doing that. But yeah, I've got to jump on that bandwagon too. But no, it's a lot. I've had to navigate online ordering and dealing with all the emails and all the texts and all the appointments and I miss my staff. I miss my people.
I do too. I know. I text my salon coordinator every day, Kat. Shout out to Kat. And I text her every day. And I'm like, I miss you. I just returned like a jillion phone calls. And
come back. When is it going to be over?
Yes. I mean, I've always appreciated her, but now even more so.
I know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do all the things it feels like, but I know everyone else feels that way too. And I'm so glad I'm not having to homeschool like some of these parents. So.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't even imagine. I mean.
Yeah, so anyone that has a child between 0 and 8, or even 21, because at least when they're 21, you can drink with them, right? But anyone that has a child between 0 and 21, I feel for you.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I wonder what this is going to be like when you do get to go back to work. With an 18-month-old like this, it's like all of a sudden you worked every day, you were out of the home, and now you're in the home every day. Not really, you are going back to your shop and doing some things, but you're obviously not gone the hours separated from your child that you were before. Yeah. And then, you're going to, and this is not going to, not just you, but everybody that's in this situation right now, especially with small children in that, probably 4 years and under, where their parents probably weren't a major part of their life as all of a sudden now that they are. And then boom, you're going to leave and go back to work. And I wonder how that's going to affect people, both from a parent standpoint and from the toddler standpoint.
Yeah, from the kiddo.
Yeah, well, I will
give you something else to worry about, Natalie.
I love my child so much, but I will enjoy I love her going to school and like playing with kids, and I love my time away. I will enjoy it. I got out of the hospital, went back to work the very next day after I had her. So I am appreciative of this time with her. but I will be I just love a routine. So once she goes back to school and I'm back at work, it will be, great for me.
Yeah.
But as far as going back, I've been thinking about, I don't know if you've thought about this, Tess, but like, we're not going to get to go back to work and it just be like business as usual.
No,
like,
we're not.
There's going to be like, lots of, I don't know about you, but I don't wear a mask when I work.
No,
and so,
I don't either.
There's going to be lots of changes made. Like I feel like, and I don't want any of my staff to hear this and be like, "What? We have new rules." But I don't know. Am I going to have to implement like you're required to wear a mask?
Right? Is that something that we're going to have to do moving forward? We don't know that. We don't know that. But these are things that Jenna's been sending me like table covers and like these paper, I'm like, we changed sheets, we changed blankets. And she's like, no, we've got to do this now. We've got to do that. We've got to, and I'm like,
Well, and we were doing a lot of that right before we were forced to close. We were keeping all of our, any like smocks or capes or anything the clients wear, we were keeping them all up front. And the stylist would have to check them out, so to speak, between each client. And then we would bleach them after. And we're usually really good about cleaning all that stuff anyway, but I just wanted to make sure that it was like regulated.
Exactly.
And, bleaching the chairs and the shampoo bowls and combs and everything. We were running 20, 30 minutes behind because we were adding all these extra steps to our day. And so I'm just like, even scheduling may be different because we may have to add extra time for, more sanitizing.
For sanitation in between. Yeah. No, absolutely.
Yeah, so.
The light at the end of the tunnel, and it's a two-edged sword. The light at the end of the tunnel for both of your businesses is you will be the busiest that you've ever been since you've been a professional in this career. When it comes out of this, you're going to be slammed 7 days a week. You'll have people that want to be there 18 hours a day just because everybody will want to look pretty again.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That's
for sure.
I don't know about you, but that's what I'm banking on.
I was about to say exactly that. That's what I'm banking on.
It'll go to the opposite. 15 days into that, you'll be like, when can this be over? When can we go back to normal?
Yes. When can I go back to my regular schedule?
I know.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be a lot afterwards, but hey, after this, I'll just be appreciative to have a normal schedule, have, someone in my chair and be going to work every day. I always thought, I could use a month's vacation. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Now
3 weeks, we've got 3 weeks is enough. I'm ready to go back.
I know. What do we do?
Yeah. Exactly.
So where can our people find you?
We are located at 3700 Old Cantrell Road. We are in the bottom floor of the Riviera condominium building.
Lots of parking, your salon's beautiful. And
thank you.
They need to go.
Yes. Everyone come see us.
And y'all are online too, right?
Yes. We are at fixsalonlr.com. And
you said you're doing a lot of sales on Facebook and Instagram too of the root spray. Apparently we all need that. Apparently I need a can and a cap.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll drop one off at your doorstep. Just text me your address.
Okay, perfect. You got it.
Yeah. And you can follow along at the Fix Salon the Fix_Salon on Instagram too. And we're posting videos, trying to weekly. It depends on what I can get filmed during that time. So
I saw the one where you have this like roller brush that dries your hair too. I'm like, oh my God, that exists. What? I need that.
That's amazing.
I'm going to need to get one.
Yes. I have the most hair. Well, you do too, but I have so much hair and that thing dries my hair so fast. It's amazing. I'm not just trying to tell you something. It really is amazing.
We're going to put links to where you can be found and all of your social media channels. We'll put all of those in the description in the bottom of this video.
Yes, we will.
Great.
So everybody can find you and get their own root spray. And, if they need a curling wand that dries your hair too, they can get one of those.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
Now I know that I texted you about the shit we're into. Do you have a few more minutes to hang around and you want to talk about the pattern?
Yeah.
This is Tessa's favorite show. Part of the show segment is shit we're into.
Yeah, shit we're into because I get to say the word shit.
Can I say shit?
Yeah, you can absolutely. Welcome to the show.
So in shit we're into today, we're talking about the app called The Pattern.
Yeah.
And, Tessa's the one that actually talked to me or I guess introduced me to the pattern. And Natalie, she introduced you to it yesterday, right?
Yes, I looked it up and I stayed up way too late reading way too much about myself.
How dead on was it for you? So let's back up for a second. For our guests, this is an app you can download. It's on Apple. It's on Android. It's called The Pattern. And what you need when you download it to start up, and it's free, doesn't cost anything, you need your birth certificate because you're going to need to know where you were born, what time, day, and time you were born.
Uh-huh.
I texted my mom last night at like 9:30, 10, and I was like, what time was I born? And she was like, what? Why do you care?
So when you put all of that in there, Natalie, and I'll let Tess tell a little bit more about how it creates all the data because she's the person that knows all of that, but there are algorithms and the stuff that they use. But I just want to know, Natalie, when you put it all in there and you stayed up for hours reading it, how accurate was this that you thought for you specifically?
I ran to the window, looked out. I was like, is someone peeking in on my life? Like, what is going on?
Isn't it crazy? It is absolutely crazy how accurate
I was like,
it is.
who is stalking me? Who followed me around and wrote all this in my app?
It's really weird.
It's super crazy, yeah. So I want to type my husband's in and just see, like, I want to read about other people. I want to be like, excuse me, what time were you born?
I know you can.
If you get Patrick to put it on his, then you guys can sync up as a couple. It'll tell you, how compatible you are as a couple, but you'll get insights to,
into him, and he'll
get insights into you if he looks it up as far as the day-to-day kind of messages. And it's not every day, but several times a week. And it'll be like, okay, here's what's going on in Patrick's mind.
Yeah.
And he'll get, hey, here's what's going on in Natalie's mind.
He would probably run for his life. I mean, what's really going on in my head. Run for his life.
Oh, that's
funny. If you see a really sexy man running down the street, it's probably my husband running away from me.
Did he just get another $10 for that?
Yeah.
So
I'm up to $20 today.
$20. You're gonna have to sell some root products.
Yes.
So Tessa, how does this app tell the listeners what it does with our birth date, where we were born, date we were born? How does it come up with this algorithm to know more about us realistically than we probably know about ourselves? So
this isn't the horoscope of the newspaper in the past at all, but it is based on some zodiac stuff. It's based on your sun sign and your moon sign and your rising sign without getting into it and without sounding like, oh my gosh, super woo. And what is this weirdness? But it takes... You mean you're going to tone it down so you don't sound like you normally do? Yeah.
Calling you out again.
Damn. So yes, basically, it does take all of that into consideration. And I guess, there are algorithms and all that, and it breaks down certain parts of your personality. It's part horoscope and part personality profile. And it's all about kind of where the stars were when you were born, but it is freaky accurate. Like freaky accurate.
I guess maybe there are some people out there that think that kind of stuff is woo, but I'm like, who doesn't want to know more about themselves or try to be I think it makes you like understand yourself better and helps you to be a better person.
Yeah.
That's the way when I was looking at it last night, I was like, oh, I probably need to improve in this area. Or, even especially if you sync it up with your, significant other, then, you could go, okay, maybe I need to back off. He's got this in his head or whatever.
Exactly.
I just don't know how it can. I guess some people probably do think it's like, woo, whatever. But
yeah,
I love stuff like that. Any way I can improve my life or the way that I project myself to others, I'm all about
the way I communicate. Like I have communication blocks and all kinds of things.
I'll tell you, reading the horoscope myself, I'm just like, oh, that's just a bunch of junk. That's in the newspaper or online or whatever. It's just a bunch of junk. I'm realistically, that is how skeptical. And what I expected, I kind of downloaded this just to
humor me, probably.
I was going to humor Tess, and I was going to prove her that this is a bunch of crock. And
my husband would do the same thing. He'd be like, no.
I downloaded it, put in all the information, and I was like, holy crap. This is me and to a T. And it would be one thing if you thought, well, this is overly broad generalization information, but it's not. It's very, very detailed
and very specific
and very specific to you and your life.
Yeah.
And it's, don't get me wrong. There are some days that it sends you something that would kind of be general, or there's going to be some things that don't apply to you at all. But for the most part, the majority of everything I've seen, I've been on this thing now for 3 or 4 months, is crazy accurate.
Yeah. It's so
I mean, one of my things says, you're likely experiencing a new normal of changed global and personal circumstances. I'm like,
hello.
So is everyone. I'm like, I mean, that's super accurate as to what I'm going through right now.
The new normal.
Yes.
Hopefully we don't have to know this normal for much longer.
I know. I agree. Hopefully this is just a phase.
Yes. Hopefully this is. Well, I mean, I'm sitting in bed drinking coffee. Maybe this could be my new normal.
You're like, ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining.
I think that's socialism.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, well, no, I think it's super cool. And I'm really glad you downloaded the app. I'm going to have to find you on it, or you're going to have to find me and
I've
add me.
I've already added you as my friend or whatever it's called on here. I don't know.
I'm going to have to go in and accept your invitation or your ad, and we'll have to compare each other.
Yes. Thanks for telling me about this app. It's very cool.
Yeah, of course. I love it. I think it's awesome. And I feel like it's just scratching the surface of the woo.
Yes.
This is the way they get us, Natalie. They start with these they'll give us this. The next thing you know, we're going to be sitting, around a campfire with
singing Kumbaya and playing a.
Yeah, we've joined the cult at that point in time.
Yeah, there's going to be
drinking the Kool-Aid.
A lot of tassels and a lot of purple velvet involved.
Yeah.
We just need you to come to this meeting.
Yeah. Yes, once this is all over, we're going to have a meeting. It's going to be great. You'll love it.
Yeah, we'll brand you. It's not a big deal.
It only hurts for here's some burn cream. It only hurts for a little while.
You'll be fine. We only did it because we love you. That's it.
Yeah, you have Tessa's initials burned into your arm.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining that. That's creepy.
I can't wait.
Kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. This is fun. Call me back again.
All right, I will. I absolutely will. It's been too long.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
we all take care.
All right, you do the same.
Thanks,
Stay safe.
Natalie.
All right, thank you.
All right, talk to you later, girl.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. So, what shit are you into? I'm into the pattern.
The pattern.
The pattern. You're into the pattern.
Pattern.
Yeah.
It's there.
Are y'all on the pattern? Find us.
If you're not in the pattern, we'll I'll put links to the pattern in the description notes below as well.
But if there's any other shit we need to talk about, let us know. We want to know.
Yeah. So come back for another show tomorrow. It's going to be Thursday. We're having
another one tomorrow?
We have another one tomorrow. Every day, 5 days a week. Tomorrow we've got Casey Johnson. She's owner of the Arkansas Yoga Collective.
Yes.
She's going to be discussing yoga and staying centered during this coronacation.
How can we go with the flow?
Yeah.
That was a bad yoga joke.
Is it that
That was
what is it, Savasana? Is that
that's like where you take a nap at the end.
Yeah, I'm going to go to Savasana.
That's your favorite part of yoga class.
That's my favorite part of yoga class. So is there something that you want to hear us talk about? Is there something you want to hear on the Small Talk Arkansas? Would you like to be a guest? Have you got a product or a service or a business that you'd like to share a story? We'd love to hear from you. Leave us a message. Put us a comment down below. We'll make sure and follow back up with you. We do reply to all of our comments every day.
We do.
So get with us. We love hearing from you.
We do. And, if you guys like what you're hearing, why don't you go on over to the YouTube and click that subscribe button. We really want you to. We want you to sign up for notifications too. And like our channel on all the social medias and share it with your friends. Share it with your friends. So remember, stay safe. Wash your damn hands. Stay the fuck home. Practice social distancing. All those things. And, hey, thanks for shooting the shit with us.
Thanks for shooting the shit with us. We'll see you on Thursday. We are out.
Bye, y'all.